Okay. Okay, we're gonna stop right there. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We are here to talk about the ladies in the hip hop realm on today. Okay. So come on in. Make sure that you guys are indeed liking up the video. Girl, I always do this. I always have to do something that I did not do before we go ahead and start this live, child. Um, Little man is back there cutting up. He is cutting up, child. Good morning. What's going on? We got some new details and stuff that we gotta get into today. All right. Just give me some time here so that I can move some things around, and we will definitely be getting into it. Y'all know Cardi B just hopped on that feature for what's her name, Glow and Megan. Okay, hopped on that, did the remix, and y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about that because I was talking to a babe, and he was just like he hate that people be lazy with remixes now to where they don't change their verses. I guess at one point when people used to do remixes back in the day, I guess everybody's verse would be changed, including the people whose song it was originally. And they never really remix the song, they just add a verse. And pretty much it's like an extended version versus it being an actual remix or whatnot. And y'all let me know if y'all would agree with that. I mean, I see what he was trying to say, but also, I mean, I guess that's just that's the way people do things now. You know what I'm saying? They do. I mean, you adding a little verse on there or two, and it's called a remix. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So there's a new song out. Well, it's the old song. Okay. Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion dropped a song together called Wannabe, and it's hot. You know what I'm saying? I do think Megan's verse, when I first heard it, like really set the song up here with it. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I thought it was really good. So I did see like a sample version over on YouTube shortly after that, where somebody put a Cardi verse on there, and they also put a Lotto verse on there on that track. And it was like, some verses that they had already did, and they mixed it into that song. And I was like, oh, that would be fire if, Lotto and Cardi B hopped on this song. Like, that was dope. I like how they did that. So then, like a month or so later, I'm hearing that, oh, Cardi B is gonna be on this remix. I'm like, oh, okay, let's see what it's gonna give or whatever. So it did drop last night. It was being rumored that it was supposed to drop last week, but it actually ended up dropping last night at midnight. I guess they wanted to get back in the lab and fix some stuff. Not necessarily sure, but that's what ended up happening, and the song dropped, and I definitely got a chance to check it out. We are going to get into the lyrics and stuff over here. We're definitely going to talk about that, but y'all let me know. I put a poll in the chat for the people that may have listened to it, and I wanted to get your thoughts on, whether you thought it was good, whether you thought it was bad, how you guys felt about the song and everything. Okay. When I first listened to it, I was kind of like, I don't know about this one, Cardi. When I first cut it on, and I think it was because I was not expecting her to be at the very beginning of the song. I was expecting her to be at the very end. Like, why y'all open the song up like that? So it kind of hit me by surprise. I was expecting the song to start a certain way, and it started completely different than what I was expecting. Right. So I was like, let me listen to it one more time. You know what I'm saying? I was like, let me get myself, let me play it one more time. I played it again, and I was like, actually, this verse is not bad. Actually, okay, I see what y'all were doing. And the more I listened to it, for me, the more I actually liked the song. I was like, okay, cool. I think she did a really good job. I enjoyed it. Okay. Ultimately, I ended up really, really liking the song. I myself have had it on repeat. I felt like, in my personal, I feel like Miss Girl ate. Okay. I did. I do feel like she ate. Some people said that they noticed that it was like different flows. Somebody said she took Ice Spice flow, and I'm like, I didn't even know Ice Spice had a flow. But okay. Somebody said she did Bia's flow, and I'm like, I don't know what Bia's flow is necessarily, but let me tell y'all, I like Bia. You know, I like Bia. I like Cardi. I'm hearing that Cardi subbed Bia on this song. Bia did have some things to kind of come back and say, and we'll get into that. But um let's not do this. Let's not do this, ladies. You know, I like Bia. You know what I'm saying? How that song go? If you gotta choose me or the next, you better choose her. Just be arguing over the same dick. Want to talk about who's first? I beat her ass up off of that liquor. That should be having me too. Listen, I like that song. I think Bia is very talented. In my personal, I really don't want to see the girls over there beefing for real, but I do believe that Bia started it. I do believe that Miss Bia may have started that, and we will get into some things. Okay, we have almost 200 people in the chat, so make sure that you guys are liking up the video. We are only at on my end about 56 likes, so if we could get the likes to 100, that would be fantastic over here on this Good Friday, child. Okay. And we're gonna get into some things. I'm just giving people, giving it a little more time for people to get in. Um, Let me see. Let me make sure I have everything right as well. Give me 1 second. Oh, thank you for that. Let me make sure I put her name in here right. Okay, thank y'all. Um, Let me see what else you guys are saying. I like the unofficial remix, inspired this new official feature. Hopefully they can do a video later. The visuals would eat. Definitely not Ice Spice flow. Bia's flow is slow motion past the blunt flow. Okay. It was like three different flows. Okay. Somebody says, we not doing, oh, what we not doing? What we not doing, child? Yes, I bump that remix all the time. It was fire. I think it's because of the Billboard rules. If it's too different, it's counted as a different song. Gotcha. I think that's a good point, Joe. Things have changed since then. A lot of rules and things have changed since then. I love the song. It's my ish, but she was not needed, and to me, didn't add anything more to the song. To me, okay, okay. Um, what else? Somebody says, hey y'all, stopping to say hi. Got to get back to work, but Cardi ate the feature up. I wish Glow and Megan did change their verses too. Nicki girl, what's going on? I hope she's out. All right, we're gonna get into Nicki because I told y'all I was wondering whether or not that second date that she was changing it to was actually going to happen, and now we see what the hell is really going on. At least we shall see in just a minute. Okay. So we will get to Nicki shortly, but let us go ahead. We have over 200 people in the chat. Could we get 11 more people to go ahead and hit that like button so we can get to that quick 100 likes so we could go ahead and get it started? Did they interpolate Tia and Tia Mowry on the IKEA part? Wait, I don't know. I didn't catch that. Um, I did not catch that piece. I think that Diddy stuff curved the release of the song that messed up everyone's songs released. I You could be right. That may have something to do with it. Just like with Drake and Kendrick, I think that heavily, heavily curved when people start dropping their songs. Cause Drake had a song that was supposed to be coming out with, what's her name, Emilio something. He has a feature coming out that has yet to come out. They had to put a pause on that himself because the beef between him and Kendrick was like overshadowing. Somebody says, no, I don't like Cardi. She has too many problems with black women. Try, I will say this, you entitled to your opinion, but I also feel like black women have too many problems with black women as well. Someone else says, OMG, I just heard it. Cardi ate that. Cardi is that girl. Glow and Cardi are cousins. They remixes makes sense. Okay. So let's go ahead and hop on into this. All right. And I would show the lyrics on the screen, but they be acting a little funny. But when we get into what Bia had to say and stuff, I'll bring my screen up for you guys, okay? So the first verse goes like this, and this verse is by Cardi. We're not gonna get into Megan's verse. We're not gonna get into Glorilla's verse. We already heard that, okay? But this is what Cardi says. These BITs be boring, corny, pop out new bag, new jewelry, throwing ass all in my story. I'll make a photographer horny. All right. She says, I wake up to new hoes on my dick. I be cute, so I pose for a pic. No, they watching. I blew them a kiss. I be acting like hoes don't exist. Now, Cardi, listen, I'm going to have to go back. I understand when you say you feel like new hoes be on your dick because every time they feel the need to partner up and team up with some people, they feel the need to where they have to pick and choose whose side. You know what I'm saying? When you do a feature over here, it's like you can't do a feature or work with this person ever. And I just don't think that's fair or sustainable for one's career, in my opinion. You want all the fan bases and not just one side. I never see an issue with artists wanting to work with multiple people in the industry. That's just like saying if you get a feature with Jay-Z, you can't get one from Nas. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Why can't I? Who said that? I want to work with both of them. If I can get both of their ass on this album, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat, period. Right? So I never understand where people try to pigeonhole folks into being team one artist or one sector of fans because that's your fave, okay? Let these people spread out. But because of that, once they work with the artist, they feel the need to choose up, even though they were a fan at one point, and then now all of a sudden they don't like the other person, okay? I think that's crazy. So when she says I wake up with new hoes on my dick, I don't think she's lying about that. Now, when she says I be acting like hoes don't exist, this is the part I have to say, Cardi, I wish you did act like that most of the time. But I can't say that you do. I can't say that you always act like these hoes don't exist, girl. Okay? I think for the past few months, you may have been getting a little better at it. Okay? I think you have been getting a little better at it. But, yeah, girl. No, let's keep going. She says, got a black truck that a rap nigga caught me. I pop out, make a hoe get anxiety. I pop SHI till a nigga gotta block me. So are you saying Offset blocked you when you came online and you had went the hell off on him, girl? What the fuck? Or did he block you, which is why you went the hell off on him? Okay. She goes on to say, and my toes white like Matthew McConaughey, new in store to the floor flowing. Okay. I thought that was about her hair. New in store to the floor flowing. I thought she said hair to the floor flowing. Anyway, okay. Ass still assing, so I'ma keep throwing. Skirt riding up, so the panties keep showing. Should I take off on the hose? Keep going. I know that's right, girl. Take off and keep going, bitch. So she says heavy. I thought she was going to throw shade at Nicki because, Nicki says heavy on it. And I do believe that is her label name. So she says HEAVY, heavy. I'm not toxic, boo. I'm deadly. Hoes look a mess and be messy. I pop SHI and pop S on a jet ski. Hickory dickory dog. They take my pick to the dog. Like, give me that she got. Coming out lumpy. Hoes be chippity chop. Girl, not y'all be out here being chippity chop. Girl, I feel like she talking about you, Akbar. I feel like she said you was the one that was on that hickory dickory dog. They take my pick to the dog. I think she was talking about you. Give me that she got. I'm just saying. All right. She says I hop out the lamb and I jump in the cully. Did I say that right? Texting your man while I lay on my tummy. S and titties come out when it's sunny. I guess I'm the teacher since you want to sub me. Now, see, this is where I feel like she's about to go and have a conversation with Beia at this point. Excuse me, y'all. She says, guess I'm a teacher since you want to sub me. She did what? Had no idea. Ooh. Thought she was on the shelf. IKEA. Now, when she says, I guess I'm a teacher since you want to sub me, I do believe Beia may have been passing some subs. And she said she did what? Had no idea. Meaning, y'all know when Cardi dropped that song, that Missy Elliott spin on that song? Well, it appears that Beia had already did that. Like, Beia did her own sample to that. I think she may have been given the go-ahead by Timberland. So she did her own little song Cardi did her song. People said that she was copying off Bia. Cardi is saying she did what? Had no idea. Like, I didn't know that girl had going on. Hell, I thought she was on the shelf IKEA. Right? Because Bia has been out here for a long time trying to come into the industry and do her big one. Okay, I do remember her from like 2015 when she did Sisterhood of Hip Hop. Shortly after that, on Love and Hip Hop, like 2016, that's when Cardi B came along. So I felt like they were up there, together. Cardi B had already had the fame, and I ain't gonna say the fame, but I'm gonna say the popularity, because she already had 1 million followers on her own with her own personality before she even joined Love and Hip Hop. Right? So she kind of was already a little ahead of Bia. But I know throughout the years, I used to always wonder, like, what is Bia up to? Like, what is Bia doing? Like, she was like my favorite. Her, and I did like Naima Supreme as well. But Naima, I think she ended up having kids and she just kind of like fell back. But those were two of the ladies from Sisterhood of Hip Hop that I really, really liked. So when Bia finally had a song to drop that started to go viral over there on TikTok and stuff, and then Nicki Minaj jumped on the song, I thought that was cool because I think she had like 2 songs that I really liked that was going viral or whatnot. So I was like, okay, so she's still out here doing her thing. It took her a long time to get here. Shout out to TikTok, because I do feel like it does help with a lot of people's music and for them to get discovered and for them to grow their fan base. I think it's a good thing. So hopefully TikTok don't go nowhere. But anyway. All right. This is why I feel like Cardi was like, thought she was on the shelf IKEA, because I knew that you was on some music shit, but we ain't hear from you in a minute. You did the song with Nicki or whatever, but ain't nobody really been talking. Like, you ain't really dropped no other hit for real, for real. So I feel like that's where the shade came from. She says, hope she talk like that when I see her. Now wait a minute, Cardi girl, I didn't see that part. I did not see that part. Now, hope she talk like that when I see her. Now that's the one thing about Cardi that I would not mind if she changes about herself, that she has not changed. Just to be, she may have cooled it down and slowed it down. But Cardi has always been one of those on-site type of people. Um, yeah, she has for a very long periodically time. Um, but I want her to not don't worry about her when you see her. Okay, we likes Bia. We may not like what Bia did, but we like Bia. Cardi says, "Bit, please. Don't nobody wanna Bia." In case you was wondering who the I was talking about, bitch, I was talking about you, Bia. I don't nobody wanna Bia, girl. I ain't even know you was doing that motherfucking song, girl. Had no idea. Thought you was on the shelf like IKEA. Okay, I didn't know that. And ain't nobody trying to be a. In case you was wondering, no, I don't want to be a, and I'm talking about you. All right, cheap looking at, so weak looking at, so great value me looking at, so girl BITs be pussy. Delete every tweet looking at, so. Whew. He don't want to be saved, don't save him. That's not my nigga, don't claim him. Is where we go into the next part of the song. All right. So I thought Cardi did a good job. And when she went into that hickory dickory dock, they take my pics to the dock, it made me think about Bodak Yellow for some reason. Cause like when my head started going like this, I remember my head doing like this with Bodak Yellow. So I don't know. She got in that lane with it, and I'm like, okay, Cardi, I see what you did. Now the first time you threw me off. You threw me off, girl. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna front. Threw me the fuck off. I said, let me listen to this one more time. And then I was like, okay. Kept listening. I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. So we just went through the lyrics of the song. Now what I want to get on the screen now is the tweets that were allegedly deleted by Bia. Okay, so let us hop over here and let us get into what they're saying Bia has unfortunately deleted. Okay. Let me pop back over and see if I could get the screen to act right, child. All right, let's see. Okay, is it acting up still? There we go. All right, cool. So let's get into that. All right. So they said once Bia teamed up for a remix with a whole lot of money with Miss Minaj, she deleted all tweets mentioning Cardi. This occurred the night her and Nicki linked up and went live together. I don't think she should have deleted the tweets at all, in my opinion. I feel like I kind of see why she did, because she knew the Barbs was gonna come and eat her the hell up and call her fake and say that, girl, you really are a fan of Cardi. So I feel like she was trying to delete it to get away from the Barbs chewing her the hell out, in a sense, you know. But I think she should have left it there. I mean, it is what it is. So this is what it is, okay? So Beia is the new girl inspired by Cardi. So then this was in March of 2021. Beia responds and she says, if you're not inspired, you're not paying attention. You can at least be a fan of someone's work ethic, growth, and contributions. I've been writing for 10 years. What she's accomplished is not easy. Now, see, girl, that is messy. You said what this woman accomplished is not easy, and then now you come to the front when you get you a piece of attention, and you coming for this lady now. That's not nice. Okay. She goes on to say, and this post was deleted. They're saying, she says, I respect SHI starters, no SHI typers. She added Cardi B and said hello. Now, I'm not sure if that was a part of, and this was in April of 2021, so I'm not sure if that was like a part of Cardi's lyrics or whatnot. But this is a tweet that she put out that was deleted, okay? Now, she says, I want to, and she added Cardi on this. This was May 2021. I want to do some Spanish rap SHI with Barty. We would eat. I agree. I feel like it's never too late for that to happen. Okay, I do. I feel like it's never too late. I don't think that Cardi will hold that much of a grudge. I mean, Megan Thee Stallion got on a live with Nicki Minaj and said, we write our shit. I'll never forget when she did that after Nicki hopped on that Hot Girl Summer remix or whatever. Megan got on there and threw shade at Cardi when Cardi didn't even throw no shade at her. Now look at them. Two peas in a pod, in a sense. Doing all kind of features. Megan said that they had enough music that they could put their own album out together. I feel like her and the baby had that at one point too. They have enough songs together that they could have dropped the album, but you know, he ended up choosing up and disrespecting her and then trying to talk about how he was fucking her. Okay, around the same time Tory was, so he messed all of that up. But anyway, Megan said her and Cardi got enough songs to drop an album. So hey, obviously, you know, Miss Cardi forgave Megan or whatever, and they cool. So I don't think that this beef has to really go on long. You know, I feel like y'all could definitely do some Spanish SHI, and this shit would eat the fuck down. You know, y'all let me know y'all thoughts if y'all would be here for a Cardi and Beia collab. I would. That's just me. I think Bia's very talented as well, so I think it would be good. All right, so Cardi put this up on March 9th of 2021. She says, Beia told her congrats to Cardi, breaking barriers for the girls, okay? Cardi says, thank you, love your work, keep killing them. All right, then Beia says, means a lot, Barty, thank you. Oh, girl, you came for this lady like that and you didn't even. Can we all get along? Can we all just be friends? I think it's very possible for that to happen. Okay, I'm hoping that y'all figure it out, work it out, and y'all get back cool. All right. Now let's keep going. So they go into this history, I suppose, of what happened between Beia and Cardi. So they said when Cardi said she did what, had no idea, they're referencing, or Cardi's referencing, when Beia went on to shade Cardi after believing Cardi copied her by sampling a Missy Elliott beat. Cardi went on to show proof that she recorded Like What January 2023 before Beia ever did anything, okay?
I like to be a little mysterious. I don't want to give too much of my personality, but you bitches need it. It's so unoriginal.
Did I miss that? Let me put my damn headphones on. What the hell Beia said? No, wait a minute, Beia. Let me get these together. Now, what did you say, girl? Let's start that back.
I like to be a little mysterious. I don't want to give too much of my personality, but you bitches need it. It's so unoriginal. Back at it again, the reference. Hey, what's tea?
Why so much harsh shade? Why would, and this is why I have to ask questions. why would she need your personality when the only thing she utilized was a reference track that a lot of people get? Drake has been exposed in the past few weeks over reference tracks. The problem with his is that, girl, some of them reference tracks, they actually had the lyrics. He took all the lyrics up off of the track, okay, and did it like it was his song. But anyway, girl, that's all the conversation. But it's a track. A lot of these tracks get put out there when y'all be hearing people have these interviews, and it's like, oh yeah, that track was sent to me, whatever, whatever. I mean, people shop their stuff around trying to see who, you know what I'm saying, who will bite, you know. So yeah, and hey, I think y'all both did great. I don't think it has to be one over the other. I think that she got her blessing from Timbaland, because I do believe it was Timbaland's beat. So I think that he supported Beia with that song, and I did see where Timbaland and Missy supported Cardi for her song. So I mean, like, y'all both won in my personal, you know. So then Cardi had to show that she been did it before her. She just ain't released it. Okay.
I promise y'all this year, I'm not letting my anxiety, I'm not letting what haters say, I'm not letting what fans say. If I do a song, I'm going to just fucking drop it. Well, I got no choice because I'm dropping my album this year. So stay tuned for the announcement. I promise y'all this year, I'm not letting my anxiety.
Cardi, the people still waiting on the goddamn announcement, okay? Now, we do have some more time left in this year, roughly about 7 months. But, girl, you better get to it. You better get to it. Okay. But this is her showing, all of these songs. And if you look closely enough, you can see the date on there. And it's given January 2023 on there. So she been did this before Bia even released her song or anything. So it wasn't like Cardi was copying off of her, right? So she wanted to, like, kind of subtly clear that up, right? In the nicest way possible, versus going online and trying to heavily shade her and talk about personality this, personality that. Because now if a person take a shot and say, Bia, you not getting enough attention off of what you got going on, that you got to engage in a beef with Cardi to maintain your relevancy, people would be mad at that. She would be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? So we really don't have to do this. So then they say, when Cardi said thought she was on the shelf IKEA, she was speaking on Bia, has been signed to a label since 2014. In 10 years, she has only managed to chart 3 songs. The last time she saw the charts was in 2022, where the quote unquote the London charted a single week. Bia makes the label no money. So this is what they were referencing. Damn. I don't like that whoever the label is has Bia tied down for 10 years. I don't like that. If you cannot help an artist produce in 10 years, let them fucking go. Because a lot of even though Bia may not have hit until now with her songs, I feel like Bia did this shit by herself. And because she did it by herself and made her stuff pop, I just don't feel like she should have to give any money to a label. I feel like that should be that a lot of that money should be hers. And that's the stuff I was talking about yesterday when we got into, Diddy signing Cassie to a 10 album deal. And I went on my little rant about the music industry. I just think it's so messed up. Y'all got this girl on y'all label for 10 fucking years. And whatever she does, y'all are going to eat from. Well, I don't know if she does like any brand deals and stuff because her contract was done a long time ago. Maybe they don't have her tied to that unless she renegotiated in some fashion. And now, because social media plays such a heavy role in people's lives and how they get money and success and stuff, maybe some of the labels want to eat off your likeness in that manner too. I'm not sure. But I feel like these 3 songs, I mean, for her, and remember I mentioned the guy Russ, the white guy that's like a rapper or whatever. She did a song with Russ. Russ independent and did his own, built his big, large ass audience. He went to a label for a little bit of a periodically time, and then he got the fuck out of there. I feel like he could have been a distribution deal though, not sure. But he got up out of that. And, if you listen to his interviews, he be knowing all kind of stuff when it comes to the industry. And all of that. Very smart guy. But anywho, yeah, I just don't agree with that. But I understand where they were throwing shade. She's been on y'all label for 10 years. She only managed to chart 3 songs. In my opinion, I do kind of feel like that's more of a shot on the label. because I just feel like the label's not helping or working with her. And I just feel like that's fucked up. Y'all got this girl tied the hell up as a label. Meanwhile, Cardi the one that got the label tied the hell up, which is hilarious to me because y'all really ain't putting no pressure on her to release no album, and she could tell y'all motherfuckers when she want to release it or not. That's why I said I wasn't even mad at Cardi for not releasing it. You know, for her fans, yes, release your fucking music, girl. F these people, they're gonna talk about you every which way. It is what it is, okay? Just drop your music because the people that support you want it, right? But I find it so funny that she has the control to say she ain't dropping a motherfucking thing for 6 to 7 years possibly, and the label ain't doing shit about it. Meanwhile, most of the time, labels will have artists on their roster, and they will sit. They will sit and not push them, not do nothing, but anything that they go out and do, for the most part, the label will eat off of. And then it's also dependent upon what that contract says as well. So that's why I find it so funny. Y'all ain't doing shit to Cardi. And if y'all have Cardi in a deal that's only tied to albums and y'all don't get access to nothing, no brand deals or nothing else she does, that's even more laughable. That's even more laughable to me. Because y'all still waiting to make more money off her musically. And she giving y'all hoes these features. That shit is funny as fuck. And some part of me is that's what y'all get. Because y'all got people on y'all label, I'm sure, sitting in the same position as Beia. Meanwhile, y'all waiting on Cardi. But that's what y'all get. Let's keep going. So when it comes to Cardi, she's done made, according to this, she has, 5 number 1 hits, 12 top 10 hits, and a total of 49 songs. So she's been in rotation more often than Beia has. Meanwhile, y'all got Beia on the label. I feel like y'all holding her hostage, but okay. And ain't no telling how many albums Beia is starting to complete on that. And just because you do so many albums doesn't mean them albums is going to be enough to pay them whatever you may owe them from whatever advance or anything that they may have given you. So it's crazy. But anywho, that's what they're referencing. They go on to say, hope she talk like that when I see her. This is what Cardi said. They're saying if you were not one of the 6,000 people who listened, Beia did 6,000 people who listened. Now that is shady as hell. They probably got more streams on the music on iTunes, on Apple Music than they did on YouTube. So then they say if you were not one of the 6,000 people who listened, Beia dissed Cardi on remix of Dreezy's BIT Dub. In that verse, they're saying Beia implies that Cardi may have asked her for her to pull up on her.
I heard bitches popping shit and that's so funny to me. How you say you running down but you can't walk on the beat. I ain't know I had an op cause she don't say shit to me. I'ma cop me a new gun before I cop me a plea.
Ooh, listen, Beia know how to ride a beat though. I'm gonna give her that. Now, see, we will have to get it updated. Because, see, this was screenshotted 2 weeks ago saying 6,000. Y'all being messy. Y'all is being messy. But obviously, Beia did throw some shots. So, I guess she was talking about Cardi. And not you going to talk about something you didn't know that you had an op because she ain't saying that to you. But you was over there starring with Cardi, girl. Anywho, so Cardi goes on to say, BIT, please don't nobody want to Beia. When Cardi dropped her single Enough in Miami, Beia again took to Twitter to shade Cardi and insinuating she was copying her. Beia laughed. Somebody said it's getting weird now. She says, no, for real, with a bunch of laughing emojis. It's getting weird.
Bitches,
all right.
They don't do enough. They can't walk it in my shoes because I'm booted up.
This is Beia's song. Now, I think it was the beat that people were trying to say sounded similar to Cardi's Enough beat. Okay? Or at least Cardi's Enough beat sounded similar to Beia's. And so they felt like, she was trying to snatch from Beia. There is some messy stuff there. So that is a piece of the breakdown. Okay? When it comes down to, we got into the tweets where they said that Beia was deleting tweets. Cardi called that out. And most of the lines that Cardi mentioned in her song, they were explaining where Cardi was coming from with that. Okay? Now, when the song dropped, Beia did go to social media, and this is what Beia had posted, okay? And she was laughing, so we know this was about Cardi.
Crazy how you crashed out. I should have knew it was something when she wouldn't let y'all do her makeup and get her wig combed out.
So the girl thought she ate. The girl thought she ate, but she fumbled. Everybody in the audience was like, what? I remember this clip. They was like, girl, what the fuck? Right? So Beia put that music to this video, this freestyle or whatever, this battle, and she's laughing because this is directed at Cardi. Then she says, BITs is whack, BITs is trash. I should hang BITs right over my knee the way I be putting my belt to their ass. This is what Beia said. This is the beef that I do not want. I do not want Beia and Cardi beefing about nothing. Like, I don't feel like it's even anything to beef about. Like, why are we fighting? Girl, the girls are fighting. Why? Why are we fighting, people? For what? And I do feel like when you think a person's career isn't where it's supposed to be, in my personal, don't lend your celebrity or what you got going on to bring them up, because all you're doing is bringing an audience to them. If you feel like their career is in the trash, let it stay there. Ignore them. That goes for any artist. That's what I would prefer to see. Okay? I've said that for the longest. Leave them where they at. But that's just what it is that I think, okay? So y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Okay, Yasmin said Beia started the beef running behind that lady. So you get what you get. Hopefully she responds with something good. Thank you for the super chat. I'm not the super chat, but thank you for the comment. Listen, Beia gonna respond. Beia is going to respond. I think I saw where they said she had already kind of recorded something. So let me see. Let me go to her IG page and see what Beia got going on, child. Beia. Let's look through her thing. She is so cute to me. All right, let's see. I don't know if it was a post and delete, but I did see somebody say that Beia had already been in the studio. Okay, so it was a post and delete. I said she had already been in the studio, child, so she probably gonna be dropping something soon to come at Miss Cardi B. The girls is fighting, okay? Good. Big Queen SHI says, hey, Jami, none of these girls had a problem with Cardi until that unstable woman started her BD with Cardi, okay? Started her bush with Cardi is what's being said. All right. This is just what the people saying, okay? Now, as we speak on Nicki. Hold on. What you said, yes? I actually like Beia, so I'm okay with Cardi and her beefing a little bit. I like Beia a lot, and I don't want them beefing. I want them to come together and do a track. I want music together, not separate. She needs to support, because her label. Well, you're right. You are right about that. Like, that does help her, but I'm hoping that as Beia rises, she releases herself from that label. If this is the same label that ain't really been pushing her, ain't been helping her, because I really feel like Beia been getting it out the mud on her own. And I just don't think nobody should profit off of that aside from herself. But, I mean, obviously, beefing with Cardi, I do think it's going to help. It's definitely going to hype up the Barbs who can't stand Cardi. They love and support, all people that don't like her. And that's going to help continue to win her over with the Barbs and stuff. And just people that may not even be a Barb that just don't like Cardi either. It's going to help her with that too. And it's going to bring more fans. But I think that she's talented without the beef. And should genuinely get an audience outside of that because of how good she is. But we'll see. Hopefully the beef don't last long and they can get to a place where they just pop out and they do a song. Sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the score with them, and we're hoping that they can up the score with each other and just get on a track together. Good luck. Okay, now let us thrive. You right. I mean, I do understand, Leo. I get it. Bia is whack for throwing shots for no damn reason. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, I don't think it was necessary. You're right. When you son for people, people will come for you. You're right. You're right. But considering, like I said earlier, Megan threw unwanted shade at Cardi in the very beginning, and they have been able to go on to do a plethora of songs together. That is the hope that I have for these. Aren't they both Dominican princesses? That is the hope that I have for the people. Okay. Let's get into Nicki Minaj. All right. Because for those people that have been on her very successful tour with Pink Friday, her second one, Pink Friday 2, she's done her tour. I'm not sure what the tour is actually called, but I know a lot of people talk about Gag City. So I guess they're entering Gag City when they go to the concert. Y'all know Nicki was recently arrested on last week. She went live and she filmed that. She was detained, arrested, whatever. I didn't see them put no cuffs on her, but they definitely detained her, took her down to the police station regarding a few rolls of Mary J that she had. She had some Mary J on her. And what happened was you can have it, from my understanding, but you cannot travel from country. Oh, embarrassing. Bia is Puerto Rican and Italian. Excuse me. Thank you for that. I still stand on hoping the two ladies are able to come together. Thank you for correcting that. But yeah, you can have it, the Mary J, but I don't think you could travel with it in between places like that. So that's what led to her, like getting in trouble. They were already going to search the bags and stuff, but I guess they wanted to take it further, according to the pilot, because she was filming them. She was already, it seems to be, in trouble, but they were kind of having her tied up even more because they wanted to search all of the stuff. I feel like because they found what they found, they was going to try to detain her either way, because at that point, she violated the law. And she admitted to it, saying that they did have those rolls, but then also saying that, I believe she said it was in her bag, but then said it belonged to security. So that was a bit of confusion. Instead of them arresting or detaining security, they detained Nicki. And that's what that was. I think they detained her because she was the bigger star. Her name is big. She's Nicki Minaj. And I feel like they chose to detain her because that was going to make a bigger story versus taking one of her security people. And also because it was in her bag. And she said it, so that's another reason too. But because of that, they detained Nicki. They kept her in there for about 4 or 5 hours or whatever. When she finally got on her flight was roughly about 50 minutes or something. She could have performed, but I don't think she was in the right headspace to perform, and I don't blame her for that. And also, she would have went over her time, even though the stadium or wherever the location was, they were willing to go over the time for her. So what happened was, while everybody was being seated listening to music in hopes of seeing a Nicki Minaj concert, they didn't. They ended up getting an announcement saying, hey, the show is canceled. We sorry, but that's just what the hell it is at this point, okay? And y'all just gonna have to get it how y'all live until we let y'all know when y'all can get access to her next concert, okay? There we go. All right. So that was brought to the front. Now, it was canceled. People was like, it wasn't canceled, it was postponed. BIT, baby, it was canceled and rescheduled for another day. Girl, it equals the same thing. Saying it's postponed ain't gonna make it no softer. Canceled, postponed, it ain't happening that night. Okay? So it was being moved to another day. Nicki did quickly get the alternative day. She was trying to decide, I think, between a June and July date. She took a June date, which I believe was June 2nd or 3rd, and she let all of the fans know. They held on to their tickets, and they were able to get those tickets redeemed when that time comes. Now it's appearing that the show may be canceled altogether, because I don't think she's taking her ass back to Amsterdam. And the location that she was supposed to be performing in, can somebody put in the chat what that name of the location was? Because it was, I believe, a new location, a new venue. and it had, I think, up to 23,500 seats. And she was like the first person to sell that out. She would have been the first female rapper, first rapper, whatever, to sell out that entire stadium, right? And she didn't get a chance to perform in it, so she was rescheduling in Amsterdam. So I'm believing it was going to be for that same location. Now, it looks like that's completely off the table. All right, so let's get into this Rolling Stone article that just dropped this morning. They're saying Nicki Minaj's Amsterdam show canceled after airport detainment. The rapper was forced to postpone a gig in Manchester, England, last Saturday after being stopped by security on suspicion of exporting soft drugs. Now, I do think it was messed up. I'll be honest, in my opinion, just mine, I do think it was messed up, even though she violated the law. I felt like, damn, y'all kept that lady in there for that many hours only to give her a $380 Euro ticket. Make her pay a $380 fine. Y'all wasting people time. But I feel like also that is what the people do. The cops do when you are in violation and then now you're on their time. I feel like they can do what the hell they want to do. Even though they told her to her face that they were going to do their best to make sure she make it to her show on time, y'all still took y'all damn time. Y'all still did whatever y'all wanted to do. I felt like that was messed up, girl. I'm going to be honest. Girl, I would have killed. Listen, they wouldn't even got a second show date. That bitch would have been canceled out the gate, like not fucking with Amsterdam. Okay, not finna generate no money in y'all location for y'all, because as much as, in my opinion, her tour may make money on its own, I'm not finna help make you motherfuckers no money. That's DEAD for me. Okay, now they're saying Nicki Minaj's concert in Amsterdam this weekend was canceled after the rapper was detained at the city's airport last weekend over what she said was pretty much Mary J in her luggage. The concert was originally scheduled to take place on Sunday, June 6th. Excuse me. At the Ziggo Dome. A note on the concert listing from the promoter said, due to the events of last week, the Nicki Minaj show of June 2nd in Ziggo Dome, Amsterdam, has been canceled. Buyers will automatically receive the purchase amount back. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I was wondering if that next date was even going to happen, and now we see it is absolutely not going to happen. The reasoning behind it, I'm not sure. If they may have pissed Nicki off again, if they may have given her more issue, or if she's just not over what happened and chose to cancel. I ain't mad at it. Not mad at it at all. They said a rep of Minaj did not immediately return Rolling Stone's request for comment. They're saying the original incident occurred last Saturday, May 25th, after Minaj played her first show at the Ziggo Dome. She was set to leave the city for England, where she was scheduled to play in Manchester that night. The rapper was stopped by security, with Minaj writing on social media, now they said they found weed and that another group of people have to come here to weigh the pre-rolls. Keep in mind, they took my bags without consent. My security has already advised them those pre-rolls belong to him. Child, but they was in your bag. Now, in a post on Twitter, the Netherlands military police confirmed that they had arrested an unnamed 41-year-old American at the Schiphol airport on suspicion of exporting soft drugs. All right. They said that after speaking with prosecutors, the suspect was fined and allowed to continue her journey. While weed is legal in Amsterdam, it is illegal to export it. Okay. All right. They're saying Minaj claimed the detainment led to her sitting in a jail cell for 5 to 6 hours, and she was ultimately forced to postpone her show in Manchester. All right. A rescheduled date had yet at that time to be announced. She also posted several videos throughout the incident and live streamed some of her interactions with the authorities, including one in which she was detained, placed in the police vehicle, and had the door slammed on her. All right. So that's what's going on, honey. Those people that bought them tickets, y'all will be receiving y'all money back. Hopefully y'all can go to another concert out there. But the one y'all thought was gonna happen on June 2nd, it ain't going down. It's not happening. It's not. Womp, 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 womp. It's not going down. Okay? And that was supposed to happen on Sunday. Let me tell y'all something. At least y'all got a piece of a head up. At least y'all got 24 hours in advance to be notified. Okay? Versus 24 minutes before the show started or after the show was supposed to have started and y'all was learning that y'all had to get the hell up out them seats and get the hell up. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck up out of here is what it was given. Okay? Well, at least y'all know what's going on now. All right? That's unfortunate. I do not believe Nicki has taken to Twitter or anything to give her thoughts, but we can hop over to Twitter to see how her supporters have been responding to the cancellation. Let me check out and see if she may have said anything. I feel like Nicki's gonna talk to her fans. I feel like she often does. So I think she's gonna talk to them. But let's see what she may have said. Ooh, child, she ain't saying a goddamn thing to y'all yet. She ain't saying a damn thing to y'all yet. Barb's new tickets and VIP packages are now on sale for the second leg. Y'all know she about to go back on her U.S. tour later. She's promoting that. Now, 47 minutes ago, she says posting hashtag Gag City Manchester Night 1 on IG. Who has a great video of the sold out show. Girl, she has not addressed you hoes. She has not addressed you hoes at all. She might address y'all. All right. But she has yet to do so. Okay. I'm just letting y'all know what's going on. I'm just seeing, has anybody reacted to it? Y'all being mean. These people being mean. Oh, damn. Somebody said, oh, wow. Oh, damn. We sorry. Okay, somebody says, not me waiting on my flight to Amsterdam to see Nicki Minaj and get an email saying she canceled her show. I'm about to cry. I am so sorry, honey. Got an email. Nicki Minaj has been canceled. Dear Natalia, we would like to inform you that the event for which you purchased tickets has been canceled. All right. They're saying due to the events of last week, the June 2nd Nicki Minaj show in Ziggo Dome, Amsterdam has been canceled. Buyers will automatically receive the purchase amount back. All right. Let's see another one. I am boarding my flight in 7 hours. I'm getting up at 3 a.m. to catch my flight to Amsterdam. We all just received this. What's happening? I have everything booked and ready. All right. I don't know how you say this. Bratislava 2019 was canceled again. Now Amsterdam. Wow. So the people are learning. Nicki Minaj canceled her next concert in Amsterdam because she claims the Dutch police is racist. Well, Nicki, this is what somebody else saying now. If you're in your live stream, we saw you were treated with more respect than anyone who has just been caught with 41 pre-rolled joints in their luggage at an international airport. So some of the people is not necessarily happy with the results, okay, and them not being able to. Okay, now somebody trying to say she was framed. How can you frame a person that does admit that it was in her bag? Okay, so I don't know what y'all talking about, but I don't know if that was sarcasm or not. But it is very unfortunate for the fans and the people that booked flights that was willing to reaccommodate some things so that they could, be there. But listen, I just feel like fuck that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I wouldn't go. Give me my free because I'm not going back. I wouldn't do it. That's just, fuck you motherfuckers. Sorry. Love y'all down, but bitch, F them. Okay? F them. Not going. All right. So that's what's been going on. That is the latest news of everything at this particular time. All right. I'll have to go back over and check and see what the ratings were for the Cardi song and see whether some of y'all was like, hell no, this is not it, or whether you guys felt like it was good. Let me slide over and see. It may take a minute for it to come up. But let's see here. Okay, yeah. So nothing has been going on at this time. I'm not seeing any more tweets from Beia. I don't think I've seen anything from Cardi aside from her asking people what was their favorite line from the song. So that's it. All right. You guys let me know your thoughts about everything, okay? Just doing a double check. Looky here. All right. It's still not pulling up. Can somebody tell me what the poll says? Let me see if I can go over here and see. Okay, it popped up. Okay, so we got 74 people 74% of people saying that Cardi ate that verse up. And then you have about 26% that said that they feel otherwise. She did not eat, okay? All right, so it looks like she won the poll so far at this particular time. Okay, it is what it is. You guys are all entitled to your opinions. It's your ears, it's your phone. You play what you want to play, and you like what you like, and you don't what you don't. Okay. So that is all that I have for you guys at this time. I thank you all so much for joining me. Definitely like up the video if you enjoyed yourself, which I'm sure that you did. Like up the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
My city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer.